you can say thickness. What is the thickness of that object? Is denoted by height. Okay. So in cuboid or say cube, if we have to find perimeter area, then we should be first familiar with this letters: length, breadth, and what is its length, what is its breadth, or what is its height. Now let's see units of measurement. When we measure something, we are going to measure either in millimeter or in centimeter or in feet, yard, meter, kilometer, or miles. Okay. And if we are measuring small objects, small things, small units, then we will use millimeter. Like thickness of our copy. If we have to measure the thickness of this copy, then we have to use centimeter. It may be 5.6 centimeter, 6 centimeter, or let's say the length, the space between two lines of this copy is measured in millimeter. That is 0.7 millimeter, or let's say 7 millimeter. After that, centimeter. When we draw any line in our copy, or if we have to measure the length and breadth of our book, then we use centimeter. Feet. Feet also is one of the unit of measurement. If anybody asks us our height, then we use feet, not centimeter. Yes, we use feet. If I say I am 4 feet high, then you can imagine how tall I am. Or if I say I am 5 feet, then you can imagine how tall I am. But if I say I am 100 centimeter, if I say I am 200 centimeter tall, then can you guess how long I am? How tall I am? No. So, feet, while measuring the height of any person, we use feet. Yard. Yard and mile, they are far away from now. Okay. But sometimes we can hear the word yard and miles also. We are much more familiar with meter and kilometer. So meter, when we have to buy some clothes, or when we have to buy like this cotton, okay, cotton, clothes, then we use meter. When we buy some clothes, we use meter. 1 meter is equal to 100 centimeter. 1 yard is equal to 91.44 centimeter. So yard and meter is somewhat similar, same. Okay. This is 100 centimeter. This is 91.44 centimeter. Talking about feet, it is 30.48 centimeter. 1 feet. When you have to imagine about 1 feet, then just think about this long scale. This long scale consists 30 centimeter. And in inch, it is 12 inches. Yes? So 12 inch is equal to 1 feet. That is 1 feet is equal to 30 centimeter. If you forget about feet, then think about a long scale, 30 centimeter, that is 12 inch, 1 feet, this much. If you talk about meter, then it should be this much. Just expand your hand like this, it will be 1 meter. If you have to measure something, then just you can just like this. This is just guessing for 1 meter. And if you have to measure longer distance like road, okay, then we use kilometer. Okay. Now let's see this measuring the, we have in the slide also, this is measuring the desk. You all are familiar with these types of data already. Measuring tools. This type of scale we use for drawing lines in our problem. Measuring lines in our problem. Yes or no? So this is very much familiar. Here you can see 6 inch. That is half of feet. 15 centimeter. If the scale is longer than this, then it will contain 15, that is 30 centimeter, and in 6 inch it will be 12 inch, which is equal to 1 foot. This type of scale, 1 foot. Okay. See the next slide. Plastic tape measurement. The name of this type of tape is called plastic tape measurement. Okay. So this type of tape is usually used by tailors to measure the length of clothes. Yes or no? This type of tape. Let's see another slide. Okay. Self-retracting metal tape. This type of tape. This type of tape is used by carpenter, or if you have to measure some little long distance like length of window, length and breadth of door, okay, then we use this type of thing. Or we can find the length and breadth of this room by using this type of measuring tool. Okay, since there is string inside, it will put itself inside. Okay, and whenever we see this type of thing, then we can see a 3 meter. It means to say that this has 3 meter length, that is 300 centimeter. Okay, every time there will be written measurement. If you buy a bigger one, then there will be 5 meter, that is 500 centimeter. Similarly, let's see next slide. Okay, long measuring tape. This type of measuring tape is used to measure road. If you have to construct any road, long distances, then this type of measuring tape is used. As we can see here also, for measuring tape. Okay, how long is it? If you have to measure any ground, if you have to measure the school ground, if you have to measure the length and breadth of our room, then we can use this type of length. Let's see what is the length of this classroom. 5 meter and 30. 5 meter and 30, or we can say in feet 17 feet and 6 inches. The length of this room is 17 feet and 6 inches. So, are you clear about this long type of scale? So when we have to measure the length and breadth of our school ground or any long distance, we use this type of measuring tool. Let's see next slide. Okay, here are some formulas to find the perimeter. After knowing the length and breadth of anything, let's see how to find the perimeter of triangle. Perimeter of triangle here is A plus B plus C. As you can see in the figure, this side I have written as A, B and C. Generally we use centimeter in our copy or while doing this type of problem. Have you written? Next slide?
Yes.
Okay, let's see next slide. Perimeter of rectangle is twice length plus width. This formula we will apply afterwards while doing practical work. Okay? So be clear about the formula 2 length plus width, perimeter of rectangle. Then after that we have perimeter of square. All the sides are equal, which are denoted with a centimeter. So perimeter of square is equal to 4 side or 4a. We can denote by 4 side also, or it can be written as 4a also. Next, is perimeter of circle. If we have to measure any circular object like plate, bucket, then how to find the perimeter? The formula is twice PR or 2 pi r, and pi is treated as 22/7. Okay, if we have to find any circular object's perimeter, then we are going to use this formula. Is it clear? Okay, let's see next slide. These are all for perimeter. Now, in this slide, I have shown you how to find the perimeter of triangle, rectangle, square, and circle. So, what is perimeter? Let's see. Perimeter of irregular polygon. Irregular means if the ground is not perfect, if it is not rectangular shape, if it is not in a square shape, then we use the perimeter for irregular polygon will be sum of all sides. We are going to add all, we will first measure all the length of these sides, then we will add up to find the perimeter. Okay? Okay? Perimeter. Now what is perimeter? Let's see. The continuous line forming the boundary of a closed geometrical figure. This means this all the line. This all the line. Okay. All the lines sum up will the continuous line forming the boundary of a closed geometrical figure. If we add them all, we will get the perimeter. It is the sum of distance around a two-dimensional cell, 2D cells. We can find the perimeter of any 2D cells. Objects or things which are length and breadth. Let's see another slide. Now let's go to area. Area. If we have to find the area of a triangle, the simple formula for area of triangle is half into base into height. Base means the bottom line and height is the perpendicular distance between the first edge and the base. Okay, height, base and height. When we have to solve this, first, when we have to find the area of any triangle, then first we should be sure about its height, how high it is, or the length of the triangle, and base, length of the base. Okay. Next thing is area of rectangle. If we have to find the area of rectangle, or let's say this room is in rectangular shape, then we are going to use the formula of length into breadth. As I already told you, what will be the length and what will be the breadth of any 2D objects, rectangle, square, what will be the length and breadth. First we have to multiply it. After this we have area of square. Area of square, A square. Why A square? Because all its side, length, breadth are all equal. So directly we can use area of square as A square. Lastly, area of circle or pi r square. If we have to find the area of a circular object, before I told you about perimeter of a circle, and now it is area of a circle, and the formula for it is pi r square. For pi, we will write 22/7. Okay, instead of pi, we will write 22/7. This is a formula. Find the area of circle. Let's say what is area? Area. It can be defined as the space occupied by a flat shape on the surface of the object. Area is measured in square units. When we find area of any object, area of this room, area of ground, okay, area of book, area of table, then its unit should be always square unit. That is centimeter square, meter square, like that. Meter to the power 2 meter square, centimeter to the power 2 centimeter square. Okay. It can be defined as the space occupied by a flat shape on the surface of the object. That is, if the area, how much this board has covered, whole area is the area, and this black line of this whiteboard is its perimeter. Okay. Then list out some 2D and 3D objects. Now think of some 2D and 3D objects. 2D, the objects which are just length and breadth, and 3D objects means the objects which has length, breadth and height. You have to list out. You can see, do this as your assignment. So I want the list of minimum 5 to 10 materials or objects of 2D and 3D. Okay? This will be your assignment. You see, find the perimeter and area. So some more tasks for you is, you have to find the perimeter and area. Already I have shown you the formula, and we are going to do practical also. For that, you are going to find the perimeter and area of your classroom, school playground, whiteboard which is inside your classroom, door, window, etc. So any 2D objects, we are going to find the perimeter and area of only 2D objects. Okay, not 3D objects, just 2D. Is it clear? Or looking inside your classroom, looking around somewhere here and there, at home also, you can see some 2D objects and find the perimeter and area here. Now let's come back. Let's go to volume. Volume. What is volume? We have learned three things, right? We are going to find out three things. One is perimeter, next is area, lastly the volume. Volume means we can find the volume of a cuboid by multiplying the area of the base by the height. Or area means length into breadth and height. If we multiply this thing, then we get the formula of volume. Length into breadth into height. Here wide means breadth. Wide means breadth. Thickness means height. Wide means breadth. As you can see in the figure, this is the height. This is the width or say breadth, and this is the length. Okay, you can treat anything as length, breadth and height. To find the volume, just we have to multiply all this thing and get the volume. Volume means the capacity of that thing. How much it can hold, or how much metal it has, how much water it can hold, that will be the volume. Have we finished this right now? Afterwards, we will have to do practical, okay? By looking at this formula, by following this formula, we will do practical. Finish?
Yes, sir.
Okay, do it fast. Have you written?
Would you put it
Finish. Okay. See clearly. See, be clear about a figure. If you draw the figure by mentioning length, breadth and height, you will be much more clear. Okay? You will be much more clear. If you draw the figure and show the length, breadth and height. See, volume of cube. Last time I showed you the volume of cuboid. Cuboid means rectangular. Like for example, geometry box. Our geometry box is the shape of cuboid. This is cuboid. And if I talk about the length and breadth, this will be the length, this will be the breadth, and this is the thickness. So this is the height. Length, breadth, and height. Okay. So if we multiply this thing, then we will get the volume, and volume means how much we can put materials inside this. Okay, how much it can hold, that will be the volume. And for cube, the formula is S cube, or we can say L cube, or we can say B cube, or we can say H cube, as length, breadth and height is equal. Have you played Ludo?
Yes.
Can you see, imagine the dice?
Yes.
It is of cube shape, where length, breadth and height all are equal. So we can directly find the volume as S cube or L cube, side cube. Okay? Okay, my dear. Okay. Just draw the figure, okay? Figure will make you more clear, will make you understand more clear. Here W means breadth, okay? Wide, breadth. L means length, H means height. Is it clear? Draw the figure also, okay? So that afterwards when we do practical, it will be easy for us to find the solution. Okay? Easy way to make. Okay, now let's see the next slide. Once more now. Volume of cylinder. Volume of cylinder means if you have to find the volume of this type of objects, rocket, which we can find at home. Yes or no? if we want to find the volume of this bucket, volume means how much water we can fill in. Volume means what is the capacity of this bucket, how much water it can hold. 10 liter, 5 liter, that is calculated by this formula, pi r square x. R means this radius and x means height of this bucket. Radius means this side and height is this. Okay. So afterwards, while doing practical, we will find how much water this bucket can hold by using this formula. Okay. And you must be very much familiar about perimeter, area and volume. What is area? What is volume? You should be clear about it. Right? Volume of sphere. Sphere means ball. Football, cricket ball. If you have to find the volume of sphere, then the formula is 4 by 3. 4 by 3 pi r cube. Volume of sphere, ball, any round object. The volume will be 4 by 3 pi r cube. 4 by 3 pi r cube. R is radius. Pi, you will write it as 22 by 7. 22 by 7. Are you writing the figure also?
Yes.
Figure is much more necessary. Right? Figure is much more necessary. It will make you understand clearly. The figure will make you understand clearly. Very much crystal clear. Okay, let's move to next slide. Volume. Now let's say what is volume? What is the definition of volume? The amount of space in a certain 3D object. The amount of space in a certain 3D objects or the capacity of certain objects. Capacity means how much it can hold. Okay. If you want to fill water in a bucket or a small bottle, then what is the capacity? That is the volume of that object. And the formula we can say it as the product of length, breadth and height. The product of length, breadth. If we multiply length, breadth and height, we will get the volume. And while finding the volume, its unit will be unit cube. That is centimeter to the power 3. Centimeter cube, meter to the power 3 meter cube. Okay? Unit, be clear about unit. In area, it is centimeter square, that is unit square. And in volume, it will be unit cube, that is centimeter cube or meter cube. Last. Thank you everybody and have a good day. So I hope you are clear about the measurement concept, about length, breadth and height, about length, breadth and height, how to find the perimeter, area and volume. I have shown you in the slide all the formulas. So afterwards, when we do practically, we have to follow this formula and work accordingly. Okay? Thank you everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you for listening.